Hello and welcome to this month's Heatline video blog. This month, we're going to speak about measuring a pipe to a drilled well when the pipe is buried underground. So as we know, there's many different ways to measure the pipe. If the pipe's exposed, you can simply pull out a tape measure and measure along it. If either ends of the pipe are exposed, you can look for the nomenclature on the outside of the pipe that gives you the numbers at both ends. But what do you do in the case of a drilled well that has a pitless adapter where you need a specific measurement and the pipe is buried underground? We're going to guide you through that today. So now we're inside the building, and before we start the measuring process, I just want to take you through a little deeper what a pitless adapter actually is. So I have one here in my hand. I have the pitless adapter. I've connected a couple pipes to it just to give you the framework of it. So this would be the horizontal pipe coming to the well from the building. This would then be the vertical or riser pipe going down the well. And what this allows you to do is it allows you to interface with the well, and it also slips apart to allow you to pull the pipe up the well casing. So obviously, if you can imagine here, and we'll get a shot of it for you to show you right down inside the well, but the outer well casing is right about in this vicinity. And the reason why it's important to measure accurately to a pitless adapter in a well is really due to that sliding, of it sliding apart and coming up. Because what we do not want in the case of the retro line, specifically when we're installing it, is we do not want the end seal of the heating cable, which I have here in my hand, inside that pitless adapter. Because as you see here, if it's inside it and someone tries to slide this apart to service the well, not knowing there's an internal heating cable, they're gonna slice the end of the heating cable right off. And that would render your heating cable faulty and it would have to be replaced. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna measure that pipe going to the well. So to do this, I have a plumber's fish tape. I also have some electrical tape. And behind me here, this is the pipe that is entering the building. And this is where we've designated the location to intersect to install the Retroline heating cable system down into the pipe. But before we order that system, we have to be specific on the length, and that's why we're here. So we're gonna take the fish tape, we're gonna feed this fish tape down into the pipe, all the way out to the well, and it's gonna bump into the pitless adapter. So I've got the fish tape inserted all the way in now, and I'm bumping up against the pitless adapter. And this next step is important because we do not want the tip of the heating cable end seal inside that pitless adapter. So I'm gonna measure off right at the edge of this fitting where our Retroline is gonna install with the electrical tape and mark it. So we've got our electrical tape now marking off the edge of the fitting where we're gonna have the heating cable starting. Now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pull the fish tape out of the pipe, we're gonna lay it flat on the ground, and we're gonna get an accurate measurement with a measuring tape. So now we've got the fish tape laid out, and we've got the measuring tape next to it. And we're measuring right to where that electrical tape mark is, and I see here that it says 200 inches. So this is the next most critical step, and that is we're 200 inches right to where we bumped into the backside of that pitless adapter. And if you remember earlier in this video, we talked about not having that end seal inside the pitless adapter. So what we're gonna do now is go ahead, take that 200-inch measurement, we're gonna subtract 3 inches, and that will ensure that that end seal ends in the pipe right before the pitless adapter. So overall here, we're now looking at a length of 197 inches. So now that you've got your length of 197 inches, you know how much heating cable you want to order. And the great thing is with Heatline, we can customize the Retroline system to your specific length. So you could actually request 197 inches to the edge of the T, or a safer option would be to round up, order a 17-foot system, which is about 204 inches, knowing that you can actually extract some heating cable at the T-fitting to get that exact length when you have it on site. And we have another video in our range of vlogs that you can watch to learn exactly how to do that. We hope you found this video blog helpful. We'll continue to release a new video blog monthly, so make sure to stay up to date by signing up to our email newsletter, following us on Facebook, subscribing to YouTube, or our other social media channels. Thanks for watching.